Hello friends, welcome to our today's Spark session. In our today's session, we will learn a new thing about a Delta Lake in a Spark 3.0. In our previous session, we saw about the schema elevation property that is available with the Delta Lake. In this video, we will learn how to update and delete a record in a Delta table. We all know like in Spark till 2.4 version, we will not be able to update or delete any records that is available in under our Hive table. But in 3.0, with the help of Delta Lake, we will be able to update or delete a record that is available under the Delta table. We will check how we can do it with the demo. We will use Databricks for our demo purpose, and we will learn how to do it in a SQL as well as in a Python as well as in a Scala. Let us get started. I had opened a Databricks community edition and also created a cluster as well. And the test case that we are going to take today is from the table that we created in our last session, which is nothing but a test of Delta table. If you have missed the previous session, I will give it in a I button. Please have a look into it. And the scenario that we are going to deal with today is we have a Delta table named test, and I have filtered only for the record with the name of Arun. In here you can find there is a 4 records in which we have a education column as null and age is of same as 33. So here what we are going to do is for updating we will have a case like for the name with Arun and education of null, we will try to update the age column. As I said before, we can do it in 3 ways, either by SQL or else by Python or else by Scala. And in Databricks, we have a feature to execute the SQL command or also Scala command inside the Pythonic notebook itself. So, but for that we have to give a keyword named percentage SQL or else a percentage Scala or else if you are going to change a language, you have to specify those languages. So by this way, in the same notebook, you can execute the other languages command as well. Here I am going to execute the SQL command. So let me show you what is there in Arun and education as null first. So here you can find in our test table, which is a Delta table, in which we have a age as 33 and education and name column are Arun and null. So here what we are going to do is we are going to update the age column with 23 and we are giving a condition as well. This is the syntax, this is normal syntax like a SQL to update the Delta table. So I am running this. So it is running a Spark job and updating the Delta table. Now it got completed. Let me query the table again with same condition. Here you can find my age column got updated, whereas from 33 to 23. We can do this in another method as well. In here we have used the direct SQL method, but we can use the path as well. Instead of table name, we can use the path as well. So this path where I had taken it from data, and if I go to add data, here we have DBFS. In the under DBFS user Hive warehouse, and under this I have a folder called test, which is a Delta table, and I had copied the path from here. So let us go back to the workspace. So this is the another way of executing the SQL command with the path, and the syntax is update delta dot, delta is a keyword, and you have to specify the path of the Delta table, and set age as I'm updating it as a 43, and you can see like in table it is 23, and the condition as name as Arun and education as null. Let me run it. And the difference I could find is like this statement, when I am using a path, it is much faster than I am directly using a SQL statement. So now I ran it. Let me run the query. So here itself you can observe it went for 8.92 seconds to update the table when I am using a SQL command. And if I'm using a path, there is some difference, like there is a slide change with 7.55 seconds. So I found it is much faster than direct SQL query. Let me know your suggestions in the comments. And here we have updated the column name. Now the age is of 43. From 23 it is updated to 43. So by this way, using SQL, we will be able to update the delta table in Spark. Now let us go through the Pythonic way of updating the table. So for this we need to import the table, delta.table, and also if we need functions, we have to import it. Like if we are using call or lit, then you have to import the functions. And here this is the syntax to read the delta table. I am passing the sparse session and the path of the test, and using delta table for path. So this is the syntax to read the delta table, and from here I am reading it. And now I am again updating the age column. Now here I am updating it from 43 to 23. Let me run this and also give a select statement as well. Here, since it is a Pythonic notebook, I am not giving any keyword like %, Python. It is directly a Pythonic version of notebook, so we don't need to mention any %, Python. So I had updated the table again. Now you can find age is again being reverted to 23 with the Pythonic way. Now let us quickly check on the Scala as well. So here you can notice I have given a %Scala, and for updating it, the same command as that of Python, we are passing the sparse session as well as the path of the table, and here we are using update expr instead of update, and we are giving the condition, and inside map we are giving what is the value that has to be updated for the age column. So by this way we will be able to update it. Let me run it. So it is getting executed. So here we can find our age column got updated to 33 instead of 43. So by this way we will be able to update the records that is available in Spark delta table. Let us quickly check on how to delete a record in a delta table. So here what I am going to do is I am going to delete the record of Arun with null values, and here you can find we have Arun with two things. One is with BE and another one is with null value. So I am going to delete all the null values that is in the table. So let me delete it. Let me run a query, and the query will be SQL delete from table name test, and the condition is where name is equal to Arun and education is equal to null. So let me run it. Job got completed. Let me execute the select statement as well. So here you can find all the values with the Arun of null has been deleted and only one record is being retained. So by this way we will be able to update and delete the records in delta table. Please try this on your own machine and let me know if you have any concerns. And say for example if we need to revert back the changes same as like in the previous state, we can do that as well in a delta table, which we will see in our next video. That's it for today, guys. Please do give a thumbs up signal if you like this video, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Thanks for watching, guys.